We all know Suzy Sheep. But what if we told you that's not always the real Suzy? Because hidden in plain sight is her evil twin. We've found the clues, and they lead straight to one shocking truth. Suzy Sheep has a secret twin, and she's already caused chaos. Let's present our findings. In two nearly identical situations, Suzy Sheep didn't just act a little differently. She was completely unrecognizable. Her behavior flipped like night and day. So much so that fans started asking a terrifying question. Are there two Suzy Sheeps? Not just a clone, not just a look-alike, but an evil twin who appears when things get weird. Let's roll back to the episode Dr. Hamster's Tortoise. Suzy is gentle and curious when Dr. Hamster brings Tiddles to playgroup. She politely asks,
"Would you like to stroke him?" "Yes."
And reaches out carefully, showing a softer side that makes her seem thoughtful and caring. She even asks smart questions like,
"Why is he so slow?"
and listens quietly when Dr. Hamster explains how tortoises sleep through the winter. She's calm, she's kind, she's the Suzy we all know. Now fast forward to the episode Naughty Tortoise. Same tortoise, same type of situation. But Suzy, she's gone full villain mode. Tiddles climbs a tree again, and while everyone's trying to figure out how to get him down safely, Suzy confidently shouts,
"Chop the tree down!"
Everyone else, Peppa, Dr. Hamster, even Granddad Dog, reacts like any normal person would. They say no, loud. That is not how you rescue a pet. But Suzy doubles down and then triples down. When the firefighters climb the tree and get stuck, she yells it again.
"Chop the tree down!" "No!"
Then Granddad Dog climbs the tree and he gets stuck too. And what does Suzy say?
"Chop the tree down!" "No!"
Does she gasp? Panic? Show any sign of care? Nope. She smiles and says,
"Now can we chop the tree down?"
It's not just strange. It's suspiciously heartless. Fans immediately noticed how different this version of Suzy was. In one episode, she's carefully petting Tiddles and asking thoughtful questions. In the other, she's completely fine with flattening a tree full of adults and a tortoise, just to prove she was right. This wasn't just a weird moment. This was the moment the evil twin theory exploded. Because there's no way that sweet, thoughtful Suzy and reckless, cold-hearted Suzy are the same person. So what do you think? Was that really Suzy, or her evil twin trying to take over her life? Drop your theory in the comments, and keep watching, because the next clue might just prove it. If you're still not convinced there's something strange going on with Suzy Sheep, this next clue might change everything. Because in two different Peppa Pig episodes, Suzy shows up asking for Peppa, and it's almost as if she doesn't remember she already came over. In the episode Flying on Holiday, Suzy visits Peppa while she's packing for her big trip. And yes, she clearly knows what's going on.
"Do you want to play?" "I can't play today, Suzy. I'm going on holiday." "Oh, where are you going?"
So far, nothing weird, just a friendly goodbye. But then something strange happens. The next day, in the end of the holiday episode, Suzy comes back again.
"Hello, Granny Pig. Is Peppa back from holiday?"
Suzy clearly knew Peppa was going on holiday, so why act confused like it's news to her? And she doesn't just pop by once, she shows up again later that same day to check if Peppa's returned.
"Is Peppa home yet?"
Some fans think Suzy just missed her friend, but others notice something more suspicious. Why would Suzy go out twice in the rain to check on Peppa when she already knew she wasn't due back yet? Unless that second Suzy wasn't the real Suzy at all. Maybe it was her twin, slipping into her place, hoping no one would notice the difference. She didn't even know when Peppa was really coming back. She was only guessing, because she wasn't the same Suzy who'd spoken to Peppa before she left. Which makes you wonder, how many times has the twin stepped in without anyone realizing? And when Peppa finally gets home and they reunite,
"I've really missed you, Peppa." "I've missed you too, Suzy."
did Peppa hug her real best friend? Or the imposter who's been watching her all along? You decide. This wasn't just a moment where Suzy's evil twin took over for a scene or two. This entire camping trip felt like it was the evil version of Suzy Sheep pretending to be her. From the second they arrive in the school camp episode, Suzy starts acting weird. Everyone's pairing up to share tents, and you'd think she'd go straight to her best friend Peppa, right? Nope. When Peppa says,
Suzy, shall we share a tent?
Suzy straight up rejects her and says,
I said I'd share with Zoe.
ouch, it's awkward, it's cold, and it's not what Peppa expected. Even Zoe and Rebecca seem confused because nobody seems to know who they're actually meant to be sharing with anymore. And things only get worse from there. Later that night, when there's a scary noise outside the tent, what does Suzy do? She doesn't protect Peppa. She doesn't see if she is okay even. She just gets up and ditches her, sneaking off to sleep in Madame Gazelle's tent alone. Peppa's left behind in the dark like, what just happened? Peppa doesn't even get an invite, not a whisper, not a warning. This isn't just bossy Suzy. This is not Suzy at all. This episode had fans asking, who was that sheep at camp? Because it wasn't the best friend we all know. It was someone colder, more selfish, a sheep who wanted her own way from the start and didn't care who she left behind. One of the biggest theories out there is that Suzy Sheep has a clone. And no, we're not talking about a twin sister born the normal way. We're talking about a real clone, possibly made in secret, just like in real life when scientists cloned a sheep in 1997 called Dolly. If scientists in the real world could clone a sheep, then what's to say Suzy Sheep wasn't cloned too? This other Suzy might look identical, but her personality is twisted. But who could even do something like that? Enter Miss Rabbit. She's everywhere. 1 minute she's a helicopter pilot, the next minute she's doing checkout at the supermarket, running a theme park, driving a train, even running a gift shop on the moon. It's become a running joke in the show. But what if it's more than that? What if Miss Rabbit knows everyone's secrets, has friends in high places, and has the tools and technology to create a clone of Suzy? She's trusted, she's got access, and she always seems to show up when something suspicious is happening. And here's the other part of the mystery. In over 400 episodes, Suzy's dad has never once appeared, not even a mention. Could that be connected? Some fans believe the clone was created because there are no male sheep in the show. And if Miss Rabbit really did have a hand in cloning Suzy, maybe that's the reason her dad has never been seen, because there isn't one. Suzy's origin might trace back to a secret experiment, leaving a family that looks whole but is hiding something huge. What if the mystery of Suzy's missing dad and the theory of her evil twin are actually the same story? Fans have pointed out for years that Daddy Sheep has never appeared in the show, not even once, and that absence might be the biggest clue to Suzy having a twin. The theory goes like this. There are two Suzys, one raised by Mummy Sheep, the other by Daddy Sheep. It would explain why Suzy sometimes feels like a completely different character depending on the episode. The sweet, loyal friend we usually see could be the Suzy raised by Mummy Sheep, but the colder, reckless version, that might be the other Suzy, the one Daddy Sheep has been raising in secret. And because he's never been shown on screen, fans can't rule it out. For all we know, Daddy Sheep could be hiding the second Suzy right now, which means every time Peppa looks at her best friend, she might not actually know who she's talking to. So there you have it. From strange behavior to cloning rumors, the clues all point to one shocking idea. Suzy Sheep might not be the friend we think she is, because there could be two of her. Do you believe Suzy really has an evil twin? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this mystery, don't stop here. We've got plenty more wild Peppa Pig secrets waiting for you in our other videos. Who knows what we'll uncover next? Thank you for watching.